Hey guys, Jennifer Judge in Austin, Texas. I'm with Keller Williams. My email is jjudge@kw.com. Okay, I did a post on Facebook, but I wanted to make sure it was here as well. 2022, what the hell is happening to real estate here? Well, if there's something seriously that I can share with you, it's look backwards so you can look forwards, okay? 2021 was a complete mix-up as far as what was going on. You had two totally different times of year. You had the first part of the year, the first 6 months. COVID was full on. Everybody wanted to sell their house and make a lot of money, but guess what? Most people did not have the guts and maybe the brains to put their house on the market because there was not very much supply. So the big question was, if I sell my house, great, I may make a ton of money, but I have nowhere to live. Well, guess what? People did find places to live. And if they had tried to sell their home in August or September, they probably would have had significantly different results. And here's why. COVID started to break up in June, July, at least in the Austin area, and people were feeling more comfortable in going out. But those buyers who were in multiple offers time after time after time, sometimes I've heard stories people were bidding, on 15, 16, 17 houses, and they just got burnt out and they said, forget it. I don't want to do that. And it really affected a lot of people in the Austin area, not the people moving here. Okay. So people were thinking with their heads, thinking, I shouldn't do this. That doesn't make any sense. And they stopped also because their heart was just broken. Okay, and then in July, things really turned around. People started going on vacations. They decided, listen, I'm not going to deal with that headache. Life's too short. Whatever. And then the other half of the population that wanted to sell decided, now I can sell. And so more and more houses started hitting the market, and we had great supply. We had about 4,500. I mean, technically, if you look at real estate numbers, 4,500 in the Austin area, big Austin area, is still a seller's market, but it wasn't the ultra seller's market. A healthy market should have about 6,000 units on the market. So more and more people were putting houses on the market. People were pricing incorrectly because they were trying to price the house like it was May, and it wasn't. And then so house prices started falling down because there weren't as many buyers, and life was pretty good. Agents were getting their clients under contract, sometimes under price, and it felt good. It felt like things were a little bit normal. But then word got out that the market wasn't as competitive, and a lot of investors started swooping in, and then more people were coming from out of state, while a lot of people in the Austin area really were still licking their wounds. And guess what? They missed it. And now here we are after Thanksgiving, after Christmas. Just so you know, today is the 28th of December. And we are back down to 25 and change as far as units on the market. In the direct Austin area, we're at 707. That could change at any moment. But guess what? We're back to low supply and high demand. There's people pouring into Austin looking for homes. So, things have changed. The supply chain has changed. So builders are starting to get their supplies. And we're not in such a crisis mode as maybe we were a year ago, which is great. But we know rents have also gone sky high, which kind of sucks. So if you don't want a Groundhog Day, it might be time. If you thought you were going to sell last year, maybe it was just too scary. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're willing to take the risk, there probably is somewhere to live. And that may look like a rental. That may be that now with all the flexibility with work from home or what have you, maybe you don't have to live, 2 miles from the city. So think about that. But don't let your 2022 be a Groundhog Day to 2021 if you were thinking of selling, because it's not always going to be a seller's market. And it might be a fantastic time to take advantage of all that equity that is in your house right now, because there is a shortage of homes. And if you're a buyer, listen, houses are probably going to be more expensive in 6 months. So you got to kind of pull up your big boy pants and just make a decision. Understand, listen to your agent what costs are. And it doesn't matter if you don't buy, but just understand if you're going in for all that work, get your facts in order so that you can be the strongest buyer and the smartest buyer that you can. Okay, home ownership is a great thing, but the best way to get into the market or out is really understanding. Don't just Google stuff. Talk to an agent who's following this information and can help you make the best decision for you. Okay, love to hear from you. jjudge@kw.com is the best way to get a hold of me. I hope you have a great day, and please share this site, subscribe, and let's get the knowledge out. Have a great day and a super 2022.